Today on Geek versus Geek, password or pain in the ass? Welcome to Geek versus Geek, where Dave Johnson and Rick Broida go mano y mano over all things tech. And if you don't speak Spanish, neither do I. It's something fighty. I'm your referee, Helen Hong. Today's topic, password security. What's the point? I mean, seriously, at this point, all my passwords are Helen is pretty 3012. Should we be using strong passwords, or is it one big fat waste of time? What do you guys think?
Here's my issue with passwords right now. It kind of feels like no matter what you do, no matter what measures you take, or use some sort of super great passphrase, the hackers are going to get you. So what can you really do at this point? You just roll over, it's over.
So I want to make sure I understand your argument here. You're telling hundreds of millions of internet viewers,
I hope so.
Don't worry about passwords. They can't save you, so just leave your password, and everything will be fine.
So no, here's the thing though, seriously. The system is kind of broken as it is right now because, as evidenced by the recent Heartbleed thing and the Target break-in last year, the hackers have gotten pretty good at breaking whatever it is we come up with. We need something better. We need biometric security. We need retinal scans or your finger sensor on your iPhone. Two-factor authentication. Those are the only ways that you can really stay safe.
Your solution is biometric security. I, as a consumer, have no control over that. I have to wait until Apple gets around to releasing a product that supports it or something.
What kind of phone do you have in your pocket right now?
But what about on my home computer?
What kind of phone do you have in your pocket right now? Okay, and what does the iPhone have for security purposes?
This particular device has biometric security.
So it can be done. It can be done. Apple's deployed a very nice, simple solution.
But what about your home computer?
Okay, why couldn't you simply have a little USB plug-in biometric security thing that does the same thing? It's probably a $10 part. Problem solved.
So I'm going to carry that around with me when I take my laptop around town.
They could easily, in fact, a lot of laptops do have fingerprint security built in. I just don't understand why this hasn't caught on more, because obviously the way it is right now, it's not working.
You can just use strong passwords that are different at every single website you go to.
That is not going to save you.
It's not going to save you completely. For example, Facebook gets compromised. If you're using the same password at Facebook and your bank, now the hackers can take that password, plug it into the bank, and they can empty out your bank account. But if you're using different passwords everywhere, that limits your vulnerability. So everyone should use a different, strong password at every site they go to. You should be using a password manager. You know, there are a number of them out there. There's Dashlane, there's LastPass, there's RoboForm, and others. Well, not only does it help you make sure that all your sites are using strong passwords and make sure that they're all different, when a vulnerability happens, they get on top of the situation. They email you and let you know what problem is happening. They let you know what websites are vulnerable and where you should change your password. So they're very proactive about helping you.
And are those themselves secure, the password managers?
They are, because they're not storing passwords in the cloud on a server somewhere. It's only on your local machine. So if Rick wanted, was a hacker and wanted my passwords, he'd have to break into my house and steal my computer to get it. Yeah. And even then, he'd have to get past the master password I use for Dashlane.
I still say that even if you have a password manager in place, it doesn't matter, because if it's my bank that gets compromised and they make off with my information, then I got a problem, versus nobody can get into my bank account unless they have my finger. So now they have to come to my house and cut my finger off. It's a whole different ballgame.
Suggesting this?
I'm not suggesting that. No, please don't do that.
Don't give the bad guys any ideas about cutting off your finger. Well, I think I'm ready to make my call, and I'm going to go with Rick as today's winner, because I personally do change my passwords on a regular basis to no avail. So at this point, I do feel like my password should just be 12345. Who cares? What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Let us know on Facebook, Twitter, or email, and we will see you next time on Geek versus Geek.